On this episode of Lady K Sailing, our friend Jay comes to visit us. We go to the Annapolis boat show, and we ride out Hurricane Michael. Hola! Guess who came to visit? Apologize for the noise. We're running the diesel a little bit because it's super cloudy today and we're down to like 60% battery, so that sucks. But it's Friday. We're gonna head for the boat show pretty soon after some breakfast.
Yeah. Nom nom nom.
Nom 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 nom. Should be a good day. Ooh, okay, so we're disembarking Lady K. We got a Jay and a Candace. Ooh. Just getting ready. We're gonna pick up our friends from Barefoot 2. They're gonna jump in our dinghy because dinghy dock space at the boat show is extremely limited. We might not even have room for one dinghy, so we're gonna put 5 people in this dinghy and hope that we don't get too wet. But should be a good time. Yep. Hola.
Bacho!
Yeah. Kind of wish it was a better day, but yeah. I mean, it's overcast, it's a bit cold. Sun's supposed to come out a little later. That would be nice. Yeah. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens.
I already got goosebumps.
Yeah, me too. Grab my sweater.
Parked. We're going to the boat show. Sweet.
Oh, that'll be okay. You got ripped up. That's like I don't use that. I mean, it's tight.
Quite. Are you guys okay? You need a hand? Me doing it.
You guys can go if you need to. I'm gonna be a minute.
We have the pencils and then we have the refills. Do you want refills too, or just the pencil?
Probably both, knowing me.
That's awesome.
I can already see this month's budget. Ching, 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 ching.
I think you just need to figure out what paddleboard. Thanks, guys. All right.
Yeah, it's good. Thanks, guys.
Where do you look?
Oh.
How you doing? Good to meet you guys.
Oh,
This is our friend Jay.
How you doing? Oh, the cameraman? Yeah. Right on.
Today, I guess.
Today, yeah.
Hey.
Oh, we made it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what did you buy?
Paddleboard and a sponsorship with Mantis.
Ooh.
So at Mantis, the guy behind the counter knew who we were, and he got his boss, the owner, and he said, boss, you got to check these guys out on YouTube. So the guy opened on YouTube and he looked and he's like, yeah, I could hook you guys up. So we get a discount on anything we buy from Mantis, but I'm sure that comes some like strings, and we'll have to see what that looks like when we talk to him later. So we got a paddleboard.
Good team.
So yeah, we got a paddleboard for $300, which is like the show price, and of course they're worth a lot more than that. But we really wanted one. We never saw one cheaper than like $500 or $600. But $300, that's pretty good.
Sweet.
You guys want a hand?
Yeah, just trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to get to.
What do you got, Jay?
Painkiller.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. All right, we're gonna try to find some snacks for lunch. So we blew up the paddleboard we bought yesterday. Came in this lovely bag. Jay is setting up the paddle for use.
Yeah.
And Candace is gonna do it. Are you already on it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Lose anything. How do I hang on from
You don't. That's the point.
Windage on your starboard side. Does a paddleboard have port and starboard? Probably.
It's in the water. Everything's port
Yeah.
starboard.
So you got wind from your starboard.
Ready?
That's right. No, you got a floating device. What do you need me to throw you a floating ring for?
Sure, you're
Oh,
attached
it's
to
gonna
like
be so cool.
Do you feel like you're too far back? No, maybe you're okay.
I don't want to get wet.
Bye, Jay.
See ya.
We love you.
Love you too.
What are you doing, babe?
Oh, we're pulling up the anchor. First time in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Pulling the hook. We're out of
Time to go. Leaving. Very sadly, leaving Annapolis.
Very sad.
We don't want to.
No. But we must move forward.
Must make
Winter's
miles.
coming.
Winter is coming.
Hoy.
So yeah, the plan today is we are going to pull the hook. We're going to cruise out into the bay and meet up with Barefoot 2, our new buddy boat.
Woo.
And then the two of us are going to head down to Herring Bay, I believe.
Yes, Herring Bay.
Yeah, it's only 16 miles. It's a short day, 3 hours, no problem. But we will get out of Annapolis and we will start making miles. Hurricane Michael is coming up from the Gulf right now, and it is going to hit Chesapeake down at the end of the Chesapeake. So we are going to have to find somewhere to hide. So that's big on our minds right now. But let's make some miles.
Yeah. Woo. Just like so many emotions right now. Spent pretty well, a big majority of our time since we've left to start this journey has been spent in Annapolis, and we kind of got really used to being here, and now we're leaving, and it's really sad, but it's really exciting because it's time to make some miles, but it's still really sad. But shout out to everybody we met there. We love you. We got our buddy boat, Barefoot 2, coming up. This is also very exciting. We have a buddy boat. Yay!
so you may remember a couple episodes we had a near miss with Hurricane Florence. We managed to hide up the Sassafras River. Well, Hurricane Michael is actually going to hit the Chesapeake Bay, and it's going to hit tonight at about midnight. I don't know what category, what class it's going to be, what the wind speeds are going to be by then, but we have to hunker down and get prepared. As you can probably see behind me, we're in a very nice big open anchorage, which gives us lots of room to swing, but doesn't really give us a whole lot of protection from the 40 or 45 knot winds that we should be getting out of the north over there, where we have no protection. So I went scouting in the dinghy, and I found another little spot. We're actually in Mill Creek in the Solomon Islands of Chesapeake Bay right now, or Solomon's Island. Very nice, very quiet, but it's not going to be tonight. So we're getting the boat ready. We're going to, the plan is, it's a very tight little spot over there. So what we're going to do, and to make matters worse, the wind is coming out of the south right now, so the boats are all pointed south. And they need to be pointed north for us to actually really set the Rokna before this thing happens. And it's not going to switch around to the north until right before the hurricane. So what we're going to do is we're going to motor over there. We're going to put our bow to the north and drop the stern anchor, which we've never used. We have 100 feet of chain and a 35-pound Danforth. Drop the Danforth off the stern while we're still cruising forward very slowly. Get it to set in, and so the boat is anchored with its stern pointed south. And that way its bow is pointed north into a little cut that I found over there. And once the boat just sort of settles there, hanging from the stern anchor backwards with the back end into the wind, I'll dinghy up, put the Rokna and all of the chain in the dinghy, go and throw the Rokna 150 feet off our bow into this tiny little cut, and then motor back to the boat paying up chain. That's the plan anyway. Never done it. Really don't know what I'm doing, but it seems like probably the best move to make sure that we have 150 feet out and it's all in the right direction and it's well set before this thing gets here so that we can actually sleep tonight. And good protection, because it's a huge tree line in front of us and it's very, very secluded, so I think it should work. Get it? Get it, baby. Get in there. Yeah. Let's grab it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Hey, baby, calm down. Jesus. You're neutral. Yeah. Let's sit for a second. Yeah, this is a good starting point. Yeah. So now we can pay out more to move in further. Drag test. Yes. Are we dragging? Yeah, we are. Oh, the nylon's stretching. Oh, it stopped now. Yeah, it drags when you power it up.
I don't think it's dragging,
No.
it's the nose trying to swing.
Is it? Okay. Let it settle.
Because it is like, it's not centered on the boat, right?
Right, right. Yeah, it's gonna,
So it's gonna try
and the
to-
tiller's gonna have some action on it. I don't know where it is exactly. Okay. That's phase one. What's just left in there?
3 or 4 feet.
Feet? Holy fuck. I do need that little ringlet I threw in there. I'm sorry. You wait for it to drain. Okay. I'll put the anchor over there
Okay,
somehow.
over there.
Oh. Ew. Very ew.
Mm-hmm.
River mud smells really bad.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, and then cut, switch it to normal so that you Okay, so 100 feet of chain ran out way back there. 100 feet is not as far as you think it is. When I was dinging, I was like, 50 feet, 70 feet, 100 feet, and I went to what I figured to be about 150 feet out. It's way more than 200 feet out. So we're almost out of road. I didn't know how long these were. I imagine these are about 200 feet each, or 100 feet each. So we're at 200 feet, 100 foot of chain, 100 foot of this, and we're on the second one of these, and we're almost out of it. So we must be at 250 feet of road in 12 feet of water. Fuck yeah. Okay, anchoring situation. We have a stern anchor now. I think it's 60 feet of 1/4 inch chain, and the stern anchor's over there. We have a side wind right now on the beam, so it's kind of walking us out of line, which is fine because the hurricane's gonna be coming on the bow. So 60 feet of chain and probably another 60 feet of nylon rope, 3/4 inch, holding the stern to that location over there. The Rockna is 250 feet out of our bow. 100 feet of chain, 150 feet of 1-inch nylon rope. So it's dug in real good. I ran it up to $2,000, sat on that for a few minutes, did not move. We probably were just lifting the chain. So it's pretty good. A little crosswind right now is kind of making it unsteady, but later when we get the northerlies, we're just going to be pulling real hard on that Rockna, and we'll pay real close attention to the stern anchor to make sure that we don't sort of back over it. But the only reason we have the stern anchor was to hang the boat right here while we dealt with the Rockna thing. So Candace is cleaning the dinghy because we had a lot of mud on the chain. Hi, babe.
Hi.
Love you.
Love you too.
I think we're good. We'll get some footage tonight. I'm going to dump the GoPro onto the desktop right now, charge up the batteries, and we'll, I mean, the hurricane's not supposed to be here till like midnight, but I'm sure it'll wake me up. So, yeah. Should be fun. Well, we're getting started here. The rain just showed up. The wind's picking up. We're really pulling on the stern anchor too. But it's about 150 feet out with 60 feet of chain in that. So it's a big 35-pound Bruce. So I think we should be okay. But the rain's starting to come down. It's getting real gray. It's getting real dicey. We will keep posting, keep filming. It'll be a long night, not very much sleep ahead. Hey guys, so the wind's finally come around to the north, so now we are hanging solely on the Rockna, on the 250 feet of road. The Bruce that we were hanging on when the wind was coming on our side has gone completely slack, so that makes me feel really good. The Bruce did a really good job. It's a 35-pound anchor on 125 feet of road, 60 of which is chain, and it held us sideways throughout I do probably 15 knots. It wasn't too bad, a little bit gusty, but now it's slack and it's just holding us from swinging in either direction really. But it's straight off the stern, and we are wind right on the nose, just as we planned, and using the Rockna exactly the way we planned to use it. So I feel a lot better now, a lot more comfortable. Still raining pretty good. The winds aren't up yet. It's probably only 10 knots on the nose right now, so it's not too bad. But it's supposed to go up over 40 knots on the nose by midnight. So it's about 8 p.m. now. So you're going to be up all night. And it doesn't die off until tomorrow at like noon. It's 40 knots all the way through for 12 hours. That'll be fun. So we'll keep you posted. Holy crap. It's pretty crazy. Holy crap. It is really going now. The boat's shaking and rocking and heeling over, and the wind's on the bow. It's nuts. And it's not even like the bad part. It feels like about 25 knots on the bow. Ooh, we're moving. Ooh. Wow. The rain is intense. We're moving a lot, but we're not dragging. We're just wiggling all over the place, sort of swinging back and forth a lot. Ooh. Wow. Holy crap. Forward and aft we haven't moved, but we're swinging back and forth and rocking a lot. Just crazy. And it's like, I think 9 p.m. or something. It's not supposed to get really bad till midnight, so I don't know what to do if it does go wrong. Try to start the motor, I suppose. Not that the boat would maneuver in that kind of shit. Just have to hang on and run aground somewhere. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Okay. Check in later. Whew. Little update. It's 2:30 in the morning. I think the worst is over, despite the forecast saying the worst starts at 2 and lasts for the next 12 hours. The wind switched around. It's kind of on our beam, so we're working both anchors again. Played with the roads a little bit to try to get the bow into it, and we're okay. Just pulling on the Bruce pretty hard and pulling on the Rockna pretty hard, but not anywhere near their limits, so I think we're in pretty good shape. The sustained winds have to be about, right now, maybe 25 knots, 20 knots, and the gusts are probably in the 40 neighborhood. But in the worst of it, sustained was, the website anyway says 50 miles an hour. It's 40 something knots sustained, and gusts significantly higher than that. The gusts were pretty outrageous. We got a lot of tree coverage around us though, and it's been okay. So we're gonna attempt to get some sleep. I don't know how well that's gonna work, because every 45 seconds there's a significant gust that leans the boat over, and well, we'll do our best. It's my third outfit from being soaking wet, so keep getting changed when I come back in, and then I have to go back out. So try to put on the rain gear, but I can't wear rain pants on deck when I'm running around playing with anchor roads, so I just got to get wet. It's not really too cold yet, so it's alright. Anyway, probably won't update you guys again until the morning, so wish us luck. Alright, it's the next morning. Situation report. Holding good. Didn't move. The Rockna is way over there at that little white jug that's floating. The Bruce, I think, is slack. Yeah, it's not doing anything. It's over there somewhere. we were riding this wall all night, and the Bruce was the only thing keeping the stern going into that wall, which is a bit terrifying. It was high tide last night too, so you couldn't see the beach there. It makes me a bit more comfortable knowing there's a beach there. But I mean, had we have dragged, the keel would hit the beach and the mast would have gone into the trees. So that's what kept me up most of the night, having to trust the Bruce on, like, not as much. I think it's on 125 feet or something. It's not as much road, not as much chain. I'd much rather have based our boat safety on the Rockna. But we made it. Everything's fine. It's blowing about 10 to 15 on the nose right now, and the gusts are still up to 25, 30. So I mean, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. You think it would have died down, but it's down a bit. It's much more comfortable, but it's still 30 knot gusts, and it's going to stay that way until 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon. Michael, the tropical storm Michael, is already back out into the Atlantic Ocean now. So this is just the, what it left in its wake, and it's messy. It's really messy. It gets cyclic too, or cyclic. It goes in cycles. I noticed last night as I was up for 12 hours, like sort of just feeling it and watching that coastline. It's like every 2.5 or 3 minutes. It's sort of calm for 2.5 or 3 minutes, and then you can hear the trees over on this side start just rustling and bending over, and everything goes crazy. And about 10 seconds later, the boat would dart this way and ride up the wind, and then it would dart back this way, and it would catch the Bruce when it darted back this way. Luckily, that way we didn't go into the rocks over there, but it would catch the Bruce, and then it would sit like that, and it would rock over on its side and go like this a few times, and then it would come back over to the middle, and it would sit and it would wait another 2.5 minutes for everything to light up again. So we did that hour after hour after hour last night. From 3 a.m. till 6 a.m. it was incredibly bad. But we're gonna wait today. Our plan now is once this craziness stops this afternoon sometime, we're going to ditch that anchor. We're gonna put it on a bumper or something and let it float out. And we are gonna pull ourselves up to the Rockna, unbury it with the windlass, because no doubt it is going to be very buried. And then once we're unburied, we're going to come back around with the big boat and pick up the bumper off the stern probably and pull up that anchor and get the Bruce back in the boat. And then we're going to go back to the anchorage we were at yesterday, have a nice night, and then tomorrow we're going to probably try to make some miles. So we survived. We're good. Thanks for watching our videos. Makes it worth filming, honestly. Next time on Lady K Sailing, we sail down the rest of the Chesapeake Bay and head for Norfolk to begin our journey down the ICW.
We